The sun is amazing. It gives us life and energy, enough to power anything from small garden lights to large solar arrays. Today, we're going to make a mini solar car. I was at my local dollar store and I found this little solar-powered thingy you set on your desk. It basically oscillates and makes this little character move. So I popped off the clear dome and then used a screwdriver to get inside because I want that solar cell. I freed the cell and a little circuit board and clipped the wires. The circuit board consists of a capacitor and a little blob which has an oscillator inside which makes that little character move. We just want the solar cell for this project, so I'm going to unsolder the wires from it, and we have our cell to work with. I hooked it up to my multimeter, and if you hit it with a lot of bright light, it generates some pretty good voltage. I have a bin of small motors where I found this one that has a little gear on the end, so we're going to use it. Now our car will need some wheels, so I've got this Matchbox knockoff, and I want to get a set of wheels off of this. This has some rivets that hold the body onto the chassis, so I used my drill to drill through those rivets and a screwdriver to pop it apart. Now I have the axle with free spinning wheels. I looked through some other toy parts and found this assembly that has wheels locked to the axle. This is what we need for our drivetrain. In one of my previous videos you may have seen, I took apart an Instamatic camera and ended up with a ton of parts from that, including a bunch of gears, which is exactly what I need. Well, I got lucky this time and found a gear that fits snugly right on the axle. Now I needed a tiny tube, so I thought of a ballpoint pen, and inside you pull out the ink, and I'm going to make a cut at the very end of the ink to get this plastic tube. Okay, now we need a chassis, so I'm going to use a little knockoff Lego piece. My little plastic axle holder will go right here on the end of the piece, so it's time for some hot glue, and I'll lay that tube in place. Then I'll slip my drivetrain axle through the tube and attach the other wheel to the axle. Now it's time for our little motor, and that's going to go right here, making contact with the drivetrain gear. More hot glue and it's secure, and everything is working as planned. Now it's time for the rear wheels, and because these wheels are free-flowing, the axle can be hot glued right to the chassis. And yes, this will be front-wheel drive. Okay, we're getting close. Now it's time to solder the wires from our motor to our solar cell. I had to add a small lead to the negative connection to reach the motor wire. Then some hot glue on the chassis, and it's time to mount our solar cell. Now there's not enough light quite yet to make the motor work, so let's take it outside and test it out. This little mini solar car works and goes like crazy. I bet on a smoother surface it would go even faster. It's a lot of fun to play with, and you could make two and have little races. So that's how to make a mini solar car. And if you couldn't tell by now, I love solar power. That's why I'm listening to this book, Solar PV, Off-Grid Power. It's really interesting. I downloaded it from Audible, who supports my show and helps me make videos for you. They have over 250,000 titles in every genre imaginable. And you can listen anytime, anyplace with the free Audible app on your smartphone, Amazon device, tablet, or computer. It's easy to get started. Try Audible, start with a free book courtesy of me, Kip K, get the free app, and enjoy all the great membership benefits. So get your free audiobook right now by going to audible.com/KipK. Now when you do that, not only do you get a free audiobook, but you're helping me make more videos for you. That's audible.com/KipK. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.